everybody, it's been a week again. Thunderstorms in the forecast. Tomorrow is supposed to be some serious storms, like tornadoes and stuff like that. So be safe tomorrow, and today I'm going to make sure that I have enough chemical in the pool to survive a huge, heavy rainstorm. Pool looks excellent, other than all the leaves and stuff. Little caterpillar seeds are getting in the pool now. That's why I like using this pool to test the low chlorine method in, because it gets quite a bit of organic debris. Let me show you the skimmer real quick. Look at that skimmer. Look how much leafy junk is in there. That is like so much organic junk. Wow. This skimmer's not as bad, but still, that's a ton of stuff. So these chemicals, using the minerals and quats and everything, I mean, they just keep the pool nice and clean without having to have a bunch of chlorine, even though it's getting all this organic junk in there. Lots of floating stuff, a few things on the bottom over there, but I mean, there is not a speck of algae in this pool. Excellent. So I'm going to test these chemicals real quick. So I have a really good amount of chlorine. I'm going to say that's about 1 part per million. It's kind of hard to tell in the sun on the back here, but that's a pretty dark pink. It's about 1 part per million, and my pH is still holding at 7.4. It's excellent. So I'm gonna go ahead, add CV700, polyquat 60, and probably put another tab in the feeder. All right, so this is CV700. I'm gonna go ahead and add 8 ounces here. Perfect. Polyquat 60, I'm doing a maintenance dose, so I need about 4 ounces for a 15,000 gallon pool. Perfect. I like to pour this stuff on a tanning ledge because it's shallower over here and there's no returns. So, not a lot of circulation happening. So if algae was going to get a foothold, it would be right over here. So I pour the polyquat in on top of all that. Service mode. Let's check up on the tabs. And there's still a decent piece of one. Since it's going to rain though, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 more. Here we go. Put it back in auto. Let a little bit of water fill up in the tank so the tabs are covered up, and then close it off. I'm going to pop the air release here. Okay. This is the importance of emptying your skimmer basket regularly. Even if you have a pool service, you still want to check your skimmer every few days, especially if you get a lot of leaves. Because when the basket gets this full of junk, it'll clog the skimmer, and then you won't be able to prime your pump, and it'll make your pump run funny. So make sure you keep your skimmers cleaned out. Okay, now the pump is priming. It wouldn't prime earlier because the skimmer was so full, none of the water was flowing through it properly, but we're good to go now. Pop this air release. Perfect. Okay, so pretty typical visit. The pH was holding at 7.4. It's perfect. The chlorine was sitting around 1. Pool was nice and clear, even though it had all that junk in it. And you guys saw the skimmers, how packed full of stuff they were. These new chemicals work so well. They're better for your health, and they're better for the environment. They make pool care easier. I mean, you saw all the junk in there, but with less than 1 part per million chlorine in the pool, It's nice and clear, and there's not a speck of algae anywhere. And I haven't shocked this pool in over a year. Let that sink in for a little bit. No shocking in over a year. These people have 3 dogs. That skimmer was full of dog hair too, so the dogs swim in there. They probably pee in there. You know, so no algae, clear water, less than 1 part per million chlorine, even with all that junk. So I'm telling you, you need to get on our 6-step low chlorine system. It makes pool care easier. It's better for your health. And the pool water feels great. I mean, there's no high levels of chlorine making my skin dry. When I take water samples, the arm that I use, the skin feels nice and conditioned and smooth. The water feels great. So you guys really need to get on board with this if you're not already. Alrighty guys, truckload is coming up next weekend, the 18th and 19th. So come on down, get loaded up, get on our 6-step low chlorine system, and I'll see you guys next week.